Harambe YouTube, it is Thursday, so that means another action figure unboxing, and today we're going to be doing what I've been looking forward to for a long time. If you remember when I did the unboxing of Austin and Colton Gunn and Jay White, I said I needed just one more member to complete the Bang Bang Gang faction, aka Bullet Club Gold, and that was Juice Robinson. And what I have right here in my hand, the Juice Robinson Unmatched number 92 action figure. I am really looking forward to getting it out of the box and taking a look at it. The way that I judge these things is my 3A criteria. We're going to talk about the appearance. Does it look like Juice Robinson? Is it a cool looking action figure? How are the accessories painted, so on and so forth. We're going to talk about articulation. How does it move? How does it pose? And we're going to be talking about accessories. What does it come with? Does it fit the character? So on and so forth. So let's get a quick look at the box before I get rid of that, because I am not a mint on card collector. This is standard AEW Jazwares fare here with the big window, a little image of Juice Robinson here on the front, the same image that is on the side. And in this collection, we have Juice Robinson. On the back that shows you the action figures it comes with: Juice Robinson, Roderick Strong. Definitely gonna want to get this one in my collection. John Moxley, very cool action figure, but it still looks a lot like the first one that came out that I have. So I'm gonna wait on that one. Mercedes Monet. If I find it at a good price, I'm gonna get it. I have a couple of Sasha Banks figures that I'm really a big fan of. And then we have Ric Flair. So let's get this open here. Here we go. Now, as far as accessories, it looks like they can be pretty sparse. Here we go. Came out the packaging easy enough. So let's start with appearance. I really like this action figure. We'll just start there. Juice Robinson is a character known for his personality, his outlandish and big facial expressions, and this action figure captures that beautifully. And the coloration of the pants is almost a chaotic tie-dye aesthetic here, neon green, and then you have the airbrush of his face here on one side, on one pant leg. It says Juice Robinson down there. And what does it say on the right leg? It says, I am not sure what that says. On one leg it says Robinson, on the other it says, yeah, I'm not sure what that's supposed to say here on the left leg. Get a good look at these pants. You don't see too many paint jobs like that on action figures. This is a lot of color and a lot of detail. The pants alone are quite amazing. And then we have shades that are removable. And they fit right into the hair. And I like what they did there with the shades, because the biggest problem with shades is that they are far too easy to lose. But what they did is, since Juice Robinson has this big wild hairdo, is they took advantage of it and they built little cutouts in the hair itself that are surreptitiously hidden there, but they hold on to the shades very snug. So I am definitely a big fan of what they did there. And again, speaking of the wild hair, look at the hair, the multiple textures on this. I mean, you can even see the part on, look at the top of the head here. That sculpting, that is, and the beard, let's go all the way around to the beard. This is some of the most detailed sculpting of a head scan that I've seen in a very, very long time. And the pants, they just blow everything out of the water here. I am a big fan of that and the head scan and face. The torso is pretty vanilla. And to be quite honest with you, I think, he might be a little bit bigger, bulkier in person, but still with the personality and attitude that they put into the pants and into the head sculpt, I will give them they can mellow in the rest because they did the dang thing with the pants and the hair. So as far as appearance goes, right off the bat, that gets an A. And then we have the jacket here that we're going to talk about when we get to accessories. Now, as far as articulation goes, the head is on a ball joint. We get lots of motion there and real good back and forth motion. And then the arms up and down. And they go all the way around as well. We have a cut at the bicep for horizontal movement. Pin, double jointed elbows, and then we have the hand that goes around and then it goes in and out, and then we get to the torso. We have a torso on a swivel going down to the hip. The hip moves slightly side to side, a little bit better than most, but you don't get a lot of side to side movement on the hips from these Jazwares action figures. And then as far as the legs, they have a ball joint, a cut in the thigh for left to right movement, double jointed pinned knees, and we have a cut in the thigh for left to right movement. And then we go down to the feet. They go side to side slightly, hindered a little bit by the pants. And then we have a little back and forth, but again, that's also hindered by the pants. But I'm really a big fan of what they did with these pants. Usually, let me see if I can get an example of why I'm a big fan of these pants here. We'll go to an action figure I unboxed a little bit ago. But when you look at the Mark Briscoe action figure here, you notice they do a great job when the legs are straight. The camouflage pants, they're baggy. They look great, but as soon as you bend them, you get all of this disconnection here in that double joint that really takes away from the realism, and it also hinders the movement there. And so I'm not a big fan of that, but the way that they did the pants, not quite as loose fitting. You get full range of motion there from that double joint. Not as much separation from the pants. So definitely a big fan of this. Now, the limited articulation on the ankles is giving me a little hassle when it comes to getting it to stand up a little bit. You really have to get them leaning forward there because of the limited ankle movement, because they run into the pants here at the bottom. But I really like what they did with the pants at the knee. I think if they could do some combination of getting the knees more like we have on the Juice Robinson figure and the ankles more like the Mark Briscoe figure, I think that would be a happy medium. But as far as articulation goes, I will give the articulation a B. So we're at A+ for appearance and we're at a B for articulation. Now for the accessories. We start off, of course, we have the hand that it comes with, and the replacement hand, which is kind of an open grappling hand that you see here. But we have the pointed finger, guns up, that is accessory. It comes with all of the Bang Bang Gang action figures. Colton, Jay White, Austin, and then the entrance jacket, which I really, really like. It is a leather vest. You got a little paint on the front here. Very understated. I like the fact that the zippers, when you look here at the zipper on the jacket, it is actually textured and raised up, not only painted, so it gives it a little bit more of that realism here. And the belt that goes around is also raised up, has a little texture to it. And we have a little wrinkling in the back here. And despite all of the sculpting and plastic work it did here, it is still very flexible, still fairly simple to get on and off of the action figure, so you don't have to wrestle with it. Let's see if I can get it on here very quick. Yep. So yeah, that's a very easy accessory to work with, and it looks very good. There aren't many accessories. This is Juice Robinson. It's not like he comes to the ring with a bunch of stuff. So I will give the accessories an A. And so for me, this is a great action figure. Definitely an A action figure overall. The highlights being the pants, the paint job on the pants, and the head and hair sculpt definitely gets the highest marks for me as far as articulation. I really like the way the knees move with these pants. And so that's the highlight of articulation and accessories. This jacket with different textures and the raised up features here, which I am a big fan of. So let me know what you guys think of the action figure in the comments down below. Is it one that you got? Is it something you're going to want to get your hands on? I got mine. I believe it was via Ringside Collectibles. And if you want to save on a little bit of shipping from Ringside Collectibles, you can Walmart actually sells Ringside Collectibles figures. And so if you have a Walmart Plus plan, you can go to walmart.com, look up your AEW action figures, and you can see the seller, Ringside Collectibles, and it will come in the Ringside Collectible packaging, and you will save a little bit of money if you're already paying for that Walmart Plus subscription. If not, you can go to Ringside Collectibles themselves. They have great deals. The shipping is a little bit pricey, but if you watch other action figure unboxers like Kyle Peterson, he will give out discount codes for Ringside Collectibles. I'm not going to get that out, so you got to go watch Kyle's stuff. To be quite honest with you, if you're not watching Kyle Peterson and you are an action figure collector, you're really missing out, because not only does he give you out great discount codes, but he covers the gambit and a lot of stuff that I cannot cover because I am financially constrained. But Kyle, he does everything. So check out Kyle Peterson's channel. And if you want to help this channel grow, you can buy me a coffee using the QR code on the screen. That's all for now. Until then, guns up. Keep buying them action figures. I'm out.